Today on The Brief, US President-elect Donald Trump has threatened to impose a 100% tariff on imports from Brics countries if they attempt to introduce a rival currency to challenge the US dollar's dominance. This policy could significantly affect African countries that are part of the bloc, including South Africa, Ethiopia, and Egypt. The Brics countries are reportedly exploring the creation of a shared currency to reduce reliance on the US dollar in global trade. Leading politicians in Brazil and Russia have been vocal advocates for such an initiative. Simply put, tariffs are taxes imposed on goods as they enter a country. The tax is calculated as a percentage of the imported item's value. For example, a $20,000 item subject to a 20% tariff would incur a $4,000 tax. A 100% tariff would mean a $20,000 tax incurring an additional import cost of $16,000. This tax is paid by the importing company within the country. Overall, the additional tariff can directly impact the cost of the product transferred to the consumers, making them more expensive and less competitive. So what does this mean for African countries that are in the Brics or are seeking to join? For African countries, Trump's tariff threat means they could face a 100% tax on anything they sell to the US, making their products much more expensive for American buyers. This would make it harder for African countries to compete in the US market because customers would likely choose cheaper options from other places. If African goods like coffee, minerals, or textiles become too expensive due to tariffs, exports to the US could drop significantly. This would hurt businesses in these countries, leading to fewer sales, less revenue, and potentially job losses for workers. Since many African economies rely heavily on exporting goods, losing a big market like the US could slow down economic growth. At the same time, the higher costs of imports could increase prices for things they buy, causing more financial strain. To protect themselves, these countries might need to find new markets for their goods or negotiate trade deals to avoid the tariffs. However, this takes time and effort, so the impact could still be significant in the short term. Do you think these nations need to reconsider dropping the dollar? Tell us what you think in the comments section below.